Okay, so with the insulation in, yesterday I just put some foam, expanding foam, just to cover off any parts where, because obviously the shape of these were actually quite a lot different at the bottom to the top, as I mentioned before in a previous video, and so I just filled out as much as I could with the foam. I've had to trim down some of those a little bit, unfortunately. In here, and I'm just going to cut that off with a knife and trim it down. Then I'll be ready to start putting the Reflectix on. I'm literally going to start just trimming that down bit by bit. It's a bit of an arduous task, but there we go. I'm just going to trim that down to the level of the door of the frame where I can. It'd be actually easier if I open the door to do it, but it is absolutely chucking it down with rain today, so, and I don't really want all this stuff to get wet, so I won't film too much of this, but you kind of get the idea if you can see that. I'm just using a standard knife, a thread knife, and I'm just literally going to cut off the big pieces first, and then I'll go around and trim it up with a little bit more detail later on. That really expands really well. It's probably 2 or 3 times its normal of when it went in, but that's good. It's filled all the nooks and crannies. So that means when I put the Reflectix on, I'll get a good airtight seal and a good moisture barrier. Not only that, cutting up as much sound as possible and insulating as well as I can. Okay, so as you can see, now I've trimmed down all of the foam filling now so that it fits within the confines of the insulation down here. So that's kind of done. The next stage is for me just to make good some of the bits I've had to chop off, and then put the aluminium tape over kind of joins, so over places like here and at the end there, just over there, tape up those, and then I can start cutting out the Reflectix wrap to put over the top and put that in place. So there we go, done. Well, a little progress update. So I've now starting to get in the Reflectix footwells. One side pretty much done, lower bottom done there. I'm going to go around the window sill there because I'm going to put something in. I'm going to make a window, a piece to go in there anyway, so that's good. So, you know, I'm not going to record too much of this. I'll just record this and kind of show you the output, because to be quite honest, it's quite just a bit of a tedious, arduous task of cutting sheets of Reflectix and just sticking it up, moulding it, cutting it, shaping it around the various pieces. So it's just basically getting in there with a pair of scissors and sticking it up piece by piece and gradually getting it done. So as I say, I'm not going to film any of that, you can use your own imaginations. Okay, so here we are, the insulation is finally finished and the Reflectix is installed, well, just about everywhere, to be honest. I've sealed literally every single piece I can of bare metal, and I've filled in gaps along the side. Some of these I may not need, I may end up taking out and putting a slightly different trim, but for the time being I thought I'd do it all in one go, get it all done. I've done around the window because I'm going to do some trim and wood in there, and I just wanted to insulate it. Seeing as we've got the pop top roof, I just wanted to insulate everywhere else as much as I possibly could. So a view from the other side, again literally from floor to ceiling, and you see over here on where we've got the up here, so we'll get that to focus, where we've got the bare metal struts for the pop top. I'm not sure whether I'm going to wood those at the moment or whether I'm going to carpet them. That's to be decided at the moment. So that's it, insulation's in. Got, just to recap, we've got the sound deadening pads on the bare metal. Then I've got some the Kingspan insulation foam behind that and all the gaps, and then that's foam filled around any of the edges, and then the Reflectix over the top, and all of the Reflectix is sealed with the aluminium tape. So that's it. Next up is the floor.